Hi there, everybody. Welcome to our open book. Very good to be with you. Hi there, darling. Hi there, Danelich. Hi there, Jeremy Sicking, Dorothy Jordan, Graham Donaware, Mr. Dickens, Jeannie Sweeney, John Mahoney, Pearl Kleinberger, SR, Diana Lynch. Very good to see everybody. Hi
By
there.
the way, everyone, do you notice how well positioned the camera is? And the first time starting off,
Well,
10
that's
points.
because, yeah.
10 points.
We've gotten it down after 5.5 years.
By the way,
Would you like to
I want to
share?
introduce another member of
Does
our
he have a
family.
name? Do they
here.
have a name?
No, but we'll take suggestions for a name. What do you think? I think he's cute. Oh, thanks, SR. You have a nice mug, too. Oh, you meant what I was drinking out of. I'm sorry.
I feel pretty connected to that.
So,
Yeah, it's adorable.
Right?
of course,
We can do better, though, right?
If he stops.
we figured
Yeah.
out
That's the problem.
1955. These were the days that Allen Ginsberg was writing and finishing Howl. So, this, of course, is the poem that famously begins, I saw the best minds of my generation, destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked. So, these guys keep adjusting.
Yeah, it turns out that was not quite perfect.
We jinxed it.
All right, let's see if we can, and now
Perfect.
we're going to read the second half because we wound up.
Good. I didn't miss it.
No.
Well, you just missed the first half. And I'll just do a little bit. Who walked all night with their shoes full of blood on the snowbank docks, waiting for a door in the East River to open to a room full of steam, heat, and opium. Who created great suicidal dramas on the apartment cliff banks of the Hudson under the wartime blue floodlight of the moon, and their heads shall be crowned with laurel and oblivion. Now remember, he was writing in a time, the post-war era, the life he was living as a gay man was outlawed. A lot of this is subterfuge. And every now and then, I'm making allowance for a change in our understanding of language, just in the interest of communicating. So I'm not, and it's not to avoid profanities, it is to avoid certain racial references, ethnic references, which are viewed in a different way now. Which, having interviewed Allen Ginsberg once, I'll say I would know. Yeah, I interviewed Allen Ginsberg once. Well, lots of people interviewed him.
I didn't. Sorry.
And he said, I referred to him as being gay, and he said, don't say gay, I am a faggot.
You know.
I couldn't bring myself to say that. Hello, Elaine Roman. In any event, let me pick it up. Ginsberg wrote, who coughed on the sixth floor of Harlem, crowned with flame under the tubercular sky surrounded by orange crates of theology, who scribbled all night, rocking and rolling over lofty incantations in which the yellow mornings were stanzas of gibberish. I think that's a description of some of the drug use, right? Scribbled all night, rocking and rolling over lofty incantations which in the yellow morning were stanzas of gibberish.
It's not a description of open book.
No, not. Who cook rotten animals, lung, heart, feet, tail, borscht, and tortillas, dreaming of the pure vegetable kingdom. Who plunge themselves under meat trucks looking for an egg, who threw their watches off the roof to cast their ballot for eternity. Outside of time and alarm clocks, fell on their heads every day for the next decade. Who cut their wrists 3 times, successively, unsuccessfully. My God, what a great phrase. Gave up and were forced to open antique stores where they thought they were going old and cried. Who were burned alive in their innocent flannel suits on Madison Avenue amidst blasts of leaden verse and the tanked-up clatter of the iron regiments of fashion and the nitro-glycerin shrieks of the, he says, fairies of advertising and the mustard gas of sinister, intelligent editors who were run down by the drunken taxicabs of absolute reality. Who jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge. This actually happened. walked away unknown and forgotten into the ghostly days of a Chinatown soup alleyway and fire trucks. Not even one free beer. Who sang out of their windows in despair, fell out of the subway window, jumped in the filthy Passaic, cried all over the street, danced on broken wine glass, barefoot, smashed phonographic records of nostalgic European 1930s German jazz, finished the whiskey and threw up, groaning in the bloody toilet, moans in their ears, and the blast of colossal steam whistles, who barreled down the highways of the past, journeying into each other's hot rods. The jail solitude watch of Birmingham jazz incantation, who drove cross-country 72 hours to find out if I had a vision, or if you had a vision, or he had a vision, to find out eternity. Who journeyed to Denver and who died in Denver, who came back to Denver and waited in vain, who watched over Denver and brooded and loaned in Denver and finally went away to find out the time, and now Denver is lonesome, even for her heroes, who fell on their knees in hopeless cathedrals, praying for each other's salvation and light and breasts until the soul illuminated its hair for a second, who crashed through their minds in jail, waiting for impossible criminals with golden heads and the charm of reality in their hearts, who sang sweet blues to Alcatraz, who retired to Mexico to cultivate a habit, or Rocky Mount to tender Buddha, or Tangiers to Boys, or Southern Pacific to the Black Locomotive, or Harvard to Narcissus, to Woodlawn to the Daisy Chain.
The daisy chain.
I was thinking that too. Who demanded sanity trials, accusing the radio of hypnotism, and were left with their insanity in their hands and a hung jury. Who threw potato salad at this is one of my favorite lines. Who threw potato salad at CCNY lecturers on Dadaism and subsequently presented themselves on the granite steps of the madhouse with shaven heads and harlequin speech of suicide demanding instantaneous lobotomy, who were given instead the concrete void of insulin, electricity, hydrotherapy, psychotherapy, occupational therapy, and ping pong and amnesia, who in humorless protest overturned only one symbolic ping pong table resting briefly in Cattonia, returning years later truly bald except for a wig, the blood and tears and fingers to their visible mad doom in the wards of mad towns in the East. With Mother finally in the last fantastic book flung out of the tenement windows, and the last door closed at 4 a.m., and the last telephone slammed at the wall in reply, and the last furnished room emptied down to the last piece of metal furniture. A yellow paper rose twisted on a wire hanger in the closet, and even that imaginary, nothing but a hopeful little bit of hallucination. And Carl, while you are not safe, I am not safe, and now you're really in the total animal soup of time, and who therefore ran through icy streets obsessed with a sudden flash of the alchemy and the use of the ellipse, who dreamt and made incarnate gaps in time and space through images, juxtaposed and trapped the archangel of the soul between two visual images, and joined the elemental verbs and set the noun with a dash of consciousness together jumping, to recreate the syntax, measure of poor human prose, and stand before you speechless and intelligent, and shaking with shame, rejected yet confessing out the soul to conform to the rhythm of thought in his naked and endless head. The madman bum and angel beat in time and unknown, yet putting down here what might be left to say, and a time come after death, and rose reincarnate in the ghostly close of jazz, in the gold-horn shadow of the band, and blew the suffering of America's naked mind for love. Cry that shivered the cities down to the last radio at the absolute heart of the poem of life. Butchered out of their bodies. What sphinx of cement and aluminum bashed open their skulls and ate up their brains and imaginations? Moloch, solitude, filth, ugliness, ash cans, and unobtainable dollars. Children screaming under the stairways, boys sobbing in armies, old men weeping in the parks. Moloch, the incomprehensible prison, the crossbone soulless jailhouse and Congress of sorrows, whose mind is pure machinery, whose blood is running money, whose fingers are 10 armies. Moloch, whose love is endless oil and stone. Moloch, whose soul is electricity and banks. Moloch, whose poverty is the specter of genius. Moloch, robot apartments, invisible suburbs, skeleton treasuries, blind capitals, demonic industries, spectral nations, invincible mad houses, granite. I don't want to say that word. Monstrous bombs, they broke their backs, lifting to heaven, pavement, trees, radios. Tons lifting the city to heaven, visions, omens, hallucinations, miracles. Ecstasies going down the American River. I am with you in Rockland, where you're madder than I am. I'm with you in Rockland, where you must feel strange. I am with you in Rockland to imitate the shade of my mother, where you laugh at this invisible humor. I'm with you in Rockland, where we are great writers on the same dreadful typewriter. I'm with you in Rockland, where your condition has become serious and is reported on the radio. The faculties of the skull no longer admit the worms of senses. I'm with you in Rockland, where you drink the tea of the spinsters in Utica, where you pun on the bodies of your nurses and the harpies of the Bronx. I'm with you in Rockland. You scream into a straitjacket that you're losing the game of actual ping pong in the abyss. I'm with you in Rockland, where you bang on the catatonic piano. The soul is innocent and immortal. It should never die ungodly in an armed madhouse. I am with you in Rockland, where we hug and kiss the United States under our bedsheets, the United States that coughs all night and won't let us sleep. I am with you in Rockland, where we wake up electrified out of the coma by our own souls' airplanes. Roaring over the roof, they've come to drop angelic bombs. The hospital illuminates itself. Imaginary walls collapse. Oh, skinny legions run outside. Oh, starry spangled shock of mercy. The eternal war is here. Oh, victory, forget your underwear. We're free. I'm with you in Auckland. I'm with you in Rockland. In my dreams, you walk, dripping from a sea journey, onto the highway across America in tears, to the door of my cottage in the western night.
What a wonderful ending.
Isn't it a wonderful ending? And can you tell why it's called HOWL?
Yes.
So thanks for being with us in our open book. Very good to be with you tonight. Yes. Tomorrow is the first day that public broadcasting has done without any government funding whatsoever. It's important to underscore we're still here for you. And I'm going to be joined by 3 local program hosts from around the country who we admire very much. And you will get to meet them. Chris Boyd in Dallas.
Russ
from Hawaii.
From Hawaii Public Radio. Right.
And I think we are also joined, am I mistaken, that San Diego?
San Diego, I think. But yeah. Well, 3 great hosts.
And while you do that, John Mahoney said flying the W, and we were watching. Yes,
we were watching. Yeah. I was working very hard. Look, I had finished my book lead. I had finished my film lead. I was noodling. Could you pass me Susan Orlean?
Yes. We can confirm he was in fact working.
Yeah. See, I was reading. I was taking notes. I was right. Okay. But we did have on the game.
It was so exciting.
And it was great. That's right, John Mahoney.
And the ex-posts are a good reminder that tomorrow's logistics are going to be a little different.
Tomorrow's logistics are different. Tomorrow we're going to be on X.
And then we will be on Substack.
And then it'll be conveyed to
Substack with a special little preview.
Yeah.
So that you will all get a wonderful live alert because we love our Substack followers.
Yes, we do love our Substack followers.
And subscribers.
Your family. Is that a compliment?
Yeah. I don't know.
It depends who you ask.
And that means
gibberish.
And he's a member of our family too. See? So yeah. Oh, Red Sox Yankees just underway, Mr. Dickens. That's a big.
How's everyone's rage?
That's a big. That would be a good game. I'm trying to remember the name of this man, Mr. Here Comes the Judge, right? Yeah, Aaron Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Great season. He has one great season after another, and of course the Red Sox. Who can't root for the Reds? Well, we have very good. I mean, you are a Yankees fan.
I am. Yes.
What?
Yeah, when we met,
big Yankees fan.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm very serious.
Is this some sort of what?
Yeah.
I lived in New York for years.
I know,
but ball was so exciting.
This is something
you want to pull my ear again and do this thing? Do you remember that?
No.
Used to pull my ear to make me shout, "Go Yankees!"
I feel like for me to learn this on live camera feed to the internet is a catastrophic moment. I don't know what to make of this.
First Cub games we went to. Cub game we went to was in Los Angeles. It was a Cubs-Dodger game. And like in the program, you had a copy of, I think, Foreign Affairs or something.
I don't remember that at all.
You were reading something.
I think it was People magazine.
Well,
listen, baseball is a thinking women's game.
The Cubs fell behind, and you said, "I am not much enjoying this game, and I'm wondering how I'm ever going to become a Cubs fan."
They fell very behind.
They fell very behind.
Yeah. You converted me.
This was the year. So, oh well. Yes, you're absolutely right. Oh, Anthony Volpe hit a homer, and so the Yankees are off to an early.
Well, it's important to,
but look, the Cubs fell behind too and came.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how you start.
Yeah.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Right? Yeah. So this is more than what you wanted to say.
This is what Allen Ginsberg would want.
Thanks very much. So tomorrow night, please join us. Take care. Bye-bye.